Hey guys, it's Anthony Bandiero here, attorney and senior legal instructor for Blue 2 Gold Law Enforcement Training. Bringing you to the Roadside Chat. This one comes from an officer in California, one of my favorite agencies, actually. He's a chippy, and I love it. I love California Highway Patrol is a very fine organization in my book. But on topic here, the officer says basically, can an officer reach in slightly into a person's home to pull them out and arrest them if they have probable cause, but no arrest warrant, right? So let's go over the fact pattern here. So an officer has probable cause and the person opens up the door, they're talking to the officer, and the suspect is just an inch inside his house, right? He's right next to the threshold, essentially. Would it be a constitutional violation to reach in there and actually pull this guy out with just the probable cause alone? No consent, no exigency, no arrest warrant. Well, to answer that question, let's go over a few cases. Number one is we do know that the threshold of a house is the bright line rule of where a person can be arrested under Supreme Court precedents. This case is called U.S. versus Santana, and Santana was standing in her doorway when she was placed under arrest, and she ran to her house. The cops followed, they arrested her. Evidence was found, during the arrest. And the Supreme Court basically held that that is the point of the demarcation line. So 1 foot forward, Santana's on her porch, 1 foot back, she's inside the house. So if you're in the door frame, which is called the threshold, then the person can be arrested under the Fourth Amendment. Now, we don't have any cases from the U.S. Supreme Court about pulling people out of their home, but we do have some cases about related issues involving the home. And I think it's very clear to me, at least, that the U.S. Supreme Court would not uphold any intrusion into the home to pull somebody out to arrest them unless you had an arrest warrant, exigency, or their consent, right? Hey, come on out. Will you come out, right? So to support this position, let me read you a case from the 11th Circuit. I'm just trying to actually find, and I apologize, but I just realized that I have the citation, but not the name of the case. But I'll give you the citation. It is 483 F.3D 1231. It's out of the 11th Circuit, 2007. So basically, what the court has said here is that there was an officer standing on the porch, and he reached into the suspect's residence and pulled him out of the door and arrested him. Now, the suspect stated that he was behind the threshold of the door, completely in his residence. And the court found that going into his home and pulling him out violated the Fourth Amendment because he didn't have a warrant, consent, or exigent circumstances. And they also cite a U.S. Supreme Court case called Kylo. Kylo is a case involving heat imaging, using a heat thermal imaging on a home, and they found that that violated the Fourth Amendment. And they found in that court, they said that the bottom line is that unless a warrant is obtained or exigency and so forth, any physical invasion of the structures of the home by even a fraction of an inch is too much. And that's what I teach in my classes. So some cops are like, Anthony, what if his hand is on the threshold? Can I grab his hand and pull him out? And I say, I don't know, because I've never seen a case like that. However, I will tell you that I would never do it. It's just not in the spirit of Santana, right? I mean, I say I never do it. If it was a really serious case, I probably would have exigency, but it's not in the spirit of Santana. To me, Santana was like the person was, kind of in their doorway, kind of like leaning on the door frame. That's the spirit of Santana. And I think that if the majority of their body is still in their home, just go get the warrant, try to get their consent, or go in there with exigent circumstances if you have it. Now, exigent circumstances include things like if you leave and go get a warrant, you'll come back and the guy will be gone, right? He'll escape. Exigent circumstances include that the person could be violent or a danger to somebody else inside the home. That's like a domestic. That makes sense, right? Also, evidence that can be destroyed. right? They have evidence on their person, clothes, or inside the home. Those are things that we're kind of looking for. And if you have that, I think you're going to be fine. If not, follow the rules, right? You don't want to play fast and loose with the Fourth Amendment and be on the bad side of case law. That's what I have for you. Okay. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I call these cases, I call these body snatching, right? Don't body snatch people out of their homes. It's the most protected area of the Fourth Amendment. Be careful. Guys, before you leave, hit like, subscribe, comment, and until next time, my friends, stay safe and keep up the great job.
When it comes to law enforcement training, we are the gold standard. Visit bluetogold.com or call 888-579-7796 to learn more about our training, books, and free webinars. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this channel.